My little candles. So I want to talk about something today because I've been really addicted to my phone recently and I want to talk about that. A few months ago I made a video about boundaries on your phone, and I'm usually really hot with this because I know how easy it is to be addicted to your phone. But recently, because I've transitioned from California back to England, so it was like that middle ground, and I just spent a lot more time on my phone. I was waking up in the morning and I was just checking my phone, and I'd get back, or I'd be waiting at the station and I'd be on my phone, or I'd be like, my response to everything was to go on my phone. And even it got to the point where I was hanging out with friends and I was just on my phone. Not okay, not okay. I was like, I'm not as happy as I usually am. Why? And I realised it's because I was spending more time on my phone than I was spending with God. It actually became an idol, and I know that sounds really intense, but it's true, because we are created to be addicted. We're created to be addicted to God's presence, and we're created to be dependent on Him. So when God isn't first in our life, we become addicted to other things. Like, all of us are addicted to something, whether that's God or something else. Anything above our time with God is our source for life and our addiction. Because when you're with God, God fills you up. In your time with God, you get filled up, and because He is the source of life. He is life itself. So when we have a break, or when we whatever, and we go to like these other things, momentarily they're satisfying, but the repercussions are actually negative things, and we become addicted to them and reliant on them, and it's actually not the way it's supposed to be. It affects our well-being. Do you know what annoys me so much when I watch YouTube morning routines? Sorry for the loud noise in the background. Dude, come on. Can you hear? I don't know if you'll even be able to hear this. Try to speak louder. When I watch morning routine videos on YouTube, and the first thing they will do is pick up their phone in the morning. They will go through all of their Instagram accounts and they'll film themselves doing this, and they'll be like, you know what I mean, and like make it look really like perfect and great. But like, that's such a bad habit. I'm like, please don't give people that advice. Please don't encourage that, because that if you wake up in the morning and the first thought you have is, I want to look at my Instagram, that is a problem. That's an addiction. And I was doing that and it was making me unhappy. And so please, when you watch those morning routines, don't do that, sweetheart, because it's not good. Because when you're waking up in the morning, straight away you're filling your mind up with junk, and like, do you know what I mean? Like, give yourself a chance to wake up. It really annoys me. So I'm just going to talk about boundaries again, because it got to a point I reevaluated. Okay, I'm not happy. I'm spending more time on my phone than with God. That makes me sad, and I can feel like my body is literally yearning for God's presence. My body is literally communicating to me that I need more time with God. And so I got my boundaries again, got them down, started doing them again, and I felt so much better. Feel so much better. Yeah, so boundaries, just 3 things, just 3 boundaries I just encourage you to just live by. If you have a day where you're literally on your phone all day or whatever, don't beat yourself up. Just the next day, just try again. The results of this will be, obviously, you'll have your time with God again, which brings so much life of joy and connection, and you'll literally be happier. Your friendships will be richer. You'll enjoy the world. You know, when we're like walking around and when we're doing stuff, like, we get inspired, we get like ideas, you know, and our mind's free. So we need that freedom back. We need to have control over our phones, and not our phones have control over us. First thing, 2-hour rule. Yes, I say rule. I hate rules, but in this context, I think it's appropriate. So 2 hours you wake up, 2 hours before you go to bed, no phones. Now, zilch, 0. So I charge my phone opposite end of my room now, and I put it 2 hours before going to sleep, put it on aeroplane mode, and your alarm goes off in the morning. Obviously go turn off your alarm and then just put your phone on the side until 2 hours. Have my cup of tea, have my time with God, pray about the day, and just have that time where I'm just with myself. Also 2 hours before bed as well. Just don't consume things before bed. You want that time with God. Like, your bed is for rest. Just have like that zone of your bed where it's just like you and God, or you know, and you get to journal and you can read, or you have a worship session, listen to music, whatever you do, and have that time. And because also if you go on your phone before bed as well, it affects your dreams. And I've realised it's really fun actually, the more I've got into the habit of reading my Bible, just being with God, I've actually had loads of really cool dreams, like awesome kind of God dreams as well, since just having that time and falling asleep literally in God's presence. Obviously we're in God's presence anyway, but when you're focused and just aware of his presence, you fall asleep into that, and it like affects your dream life, and you just sleep so well. 2 hour rule for sure. Second one, put your phone in your bag when you're out. Seriously, how weird is this? When we're with our friends, we'll watch Instagram stories. Whilst we're in a beautiful moment with our friends, we'll watch Instagram stories of other people with their friends in the moment they're in on Instagram. It's weird. You're literally in a moment and you're watching other people's moments. Like, that is actually really weird. And no, I'm not opposed to Instagram stories. I love them. I want to catch a moment, definitely grab your phone out of your bag, record it in your bag. When you get home, whack it on Insta. That instead. And yeah, just, of course, like when you're with your best friends and you have like long periods of time with them, like I do like chilling on my phone with my best friends, so that's fine. But even then, just have like a time restriction. Do it for 10 minutes and then put your phone away. Like, be present, enjoy the relationships around you. Like when you're at a party or a gathering, like, get to know the people around you. Everyone is so awesome and different. We get to learn different things from every single human that we meet. So be present and like find the gold in the people around you. Don't go on your phone. I've done it so many times. It's like, no, put your freaking phone in the bag. The third boundary, set a time in the day for like an hour or something to sit down, reply to your messages, check and post on your social media, and do whatever it is that you do on social media. You set a time every single day to go on your websites and just check them and upload and have that, and you treat that time as something that is important, because it is important to have that time, because social media is just a big part of our lives and it's our community, and that is so beautiful. But it's in moderation, right? It's in boundaries. It's not like when it takes over our lives, that's when it's a negative thing. This summer was definitely one of those times where I was like, whoa, this is like, I need to reevaluate. Those are literally my 3 boundaries. Also, when you have that time in the day as well, you look forward to that time. You actually get excited, and it's more special because it's like an occasion, you know what I mean? You look forward to that time every day where you can reply and post and stuff. Because my Instagram, I literally see my Instagram as art. It's like an art kind of project for me. I express my creativity through my Instagram, and feel free to add your own boundaries to it as well. I promise you'll be so much more happier and you won't be addicted anymore. So I hope this has helped you, my darling, and comment below, like tell me your boundaries, or your, like, you know, if you struggle with it, or start a conversation, let's chat about it. Yeah, so here we are. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you. Have a good day, and I'll see you next week.